Good news is your dates are here.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster!
Everybody's a suspect!
Hey, Ted, where the hell's Corkscrew?
Don't fuck with the Chuck!
New decade, new rules. Let's talk about Scream 4. Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson came back and wrote this awesome fucking movie. I love Scream 4. It's probably my second favorite out of the franchise so far. There's a lot of callbacks to the original. The opening, the multiple fake outs, the cameos from Kristen Bell and Anna Paquin, and it's like going backwards with the stabs, like stab 7, stab 6, stab 5. And you get to see like a movie within a movie, and they even reference that themselves. I don't know, it was just a fun, engaging movie. We're introduced to a couple new characters. My girl, Kirby Reed, I like Jill. Charlie he was okay. I don't know who's worse, him or Roman as Ghostface. Roman was a standalone killer, so he's got more credit, but the amount of whining and bitching he does in that one is just, I'm over that. But Charlie, he's just in love with Jill, and he's kind of like her puppet, which is how Stu Macher was with Billy, just always doing whatever he said. A couple questionable things going on with this movie. The only way to survive is you have to be gay. I've never once seen that in a horror movie. It was just like a very odd part of the movie. This one is definitely the bloodiest. Even over Scream 5, this one's hands down, in my opinion, the bloodiest. My boy Ghostface has got the sickest phone calls in this one. He's just so violent and dark.
I'm gonna slit your eyelids in half so you don't blink when I stab you in the face.
Like Dewey's back, obviously. Gail's back. Sidney Prescott's back. They're all doing their thing, except for Dewey is now sheriff. Gail's trying to write a book, but she's at like a standstill, but she gets jealous because Sidney wrote a book called Out of Darkness, and they don't really touch too much onto that, but the character developments, like their arcs just keep going up, and I love it. You get to see probably one of the best things I've seen like as a fan base is the Stabathon. They go to like this old barn and they have like a Stabathon, but all these people are dressed up as Ghostface, they're just partying. It was just a cool fucking thing to see, and just goes to show like this franchise has just a strong fandom, you know. I appreciate it because I'm a diehard Scream fan. My favorite series. Jill and Charlie Walker, they're the killers in this one. But Jill, she stands out in this one. She goes above and beyond because she has the perfect alibi. Her motive's not really the best. She just wants her 15 minutes of fame. Come on, really? She ends up stabbing Sidney. We all think Sidney's dead. She blamed and framed her boyfriend Trevor, but she like totally kicks the shit out of herself. Jumping through the table, smashing her head on picture frames, getting glass all in her, stabbing herself in the shoulder, ripping her hair out. Like she goes fucking all out, and you realize that Sidney's still alive, so they both go to the same hospital. She realizes that Sidney's alive, so she tries to just finish the job. And then, as corny as the one-liner is that Sidney delivers with the defibrillator, the whole clear scene, I loved it. I thought that was fucking sweet. Yeah, I mean, Kirby Reed's in it, who's my favorite character in this movie. Total babe. What a fucking babe. And she's a horror nut, so like, makes her even hotter if you ask me. But yeah, this one is just definitely a fun movie. It has a couple dark moments. Definitely want to watch. I like the soundtrack to it. Marco Beltrami's back doing his thing. It's my second favorite out of the series, and I'm gonna rank them after I do Scream 5, which is my next one. I'll do just a quick ranking, and I'll give you why I like this over that type situation. After the Scream series, we're gonna be doing a new segment that my buddy James came up with. It's called the VHS Rewind, and we're gonna talk about the best moment from that movie, from the future reviews I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna add some like fun games in between, do some trivia. But yeah, this has been my Scream 4 review. I'm gonna be doing my podcasts, which are gonna be more in depth, and I'm gonna have either my girlfriend or fiance now. I just proposed to her, so yay me. Like, subscribe, and until then, see you later.